Hey Liz, so we wanted to make this video to tell you how much we love you, how much we're going to miss you, and to congratulate you on a job well done in getting your PhD. We're so excited for your new adventure, and I hope you enjoy what we have to say about you. Hi Liz, congratulations. So I just wanted to say that I've always been amazed at your ability to set goals and then to follow through and accomplish things that you want to do, want to get done. And once again, you've proven that you can do hard things and that you're amazing. And good job. We're so proud of you and we love you.
You're the greatest friend ever and the greatest aunt I ever had.
Liz, I love you so much. I'm so sad you're moving to Tennessee. It's too far. I miss you and I'm so sad that I won't be able to hang out with you more often. But I just want you to know I love you so much. I admire you. You literally are the smartest person I've ever met in my entire life. And not only that, but you are always full of adventures and just always up for a good time. Doesn't matter if you haven't slept in a week or you have a million papers to do. I really love that you are always willing to drop everything for people that you love and to enjoy quality time with the people that matter. And I really admire that. And you've always been an example to me, and I want to be more like you. And I'm really going to miss you, Liz. I love you.
Liz, I love you so much. I'm so excited for your new adventure. This is delightful. There's so many things that I want to say to you. I'm sure I'm going to say lots to you in person, and so while it would be fun to say lots of things on this video, I thought it'd be fun to give you a little something to remember me by. Just a little bit of some dance moves. Are you ready for this? It's kind of hard. I don't have music, but I'm going to try and do my best dance moves for you. Okay?
My name is David Sherrington, and I was a neighbor of Liz. Many years ago, when she was a 13-year-old, she went up to girls' camp. And I was one of the priesthood leaders invited to go up there. This was before I was the bishop. And I was up there, and one of the women leaders asked if I would like to join one of the groups for an afternoon study session. And so I went over to the camp area and sat down at a picnic table. And there were about 6 or 8 of the young women that were there. And they were supposed to be studying something about the Old Testament. I think that they were supposed to be reading some of the stories about Old Testament prophets, and I began asking questions, and I was shocked to discover that Liz not only had her Bible there, but she had marked it, and she knew the books of the Old Testament, so that as we looked up story to story, she was able to go through it. And my first memory of interacting with Liz was when she was a super scriptorian. And I have to say that I also have a whole lot of other happy memories. She was the youngest of what I would call a group of 8. We had 8 young women in our ward, and when most of them were juniors, Liz of course would have been younger, I realized that we had a core of young women that we could count on anytime we wanted to go to dances, to have testimony meetings, to participate in different kinds of activities. And all through the junior year of these girls, I was thinking how excited it was going to be the next year when they were all going to be seniors. So there was Liz, there was Katie, There was Julie Shield, there was Christy Vorking, there was Melanie Klingon. They were all part of this group of 8. And suddenly in the middle of that year, I realized, they're all going to be graduating except Liz. And I was so disheartened because I suddenly realized that we were going to lose an incredible core. And then Liz didn't finish high school at the school, even though I kept trying to harass her. So Liz, for you to get a PhD is incredibly impressive to me. You have been an outstanding young woman. I love you, and I commend you for the great things you've done with your life. Thank you.
Hello, Elizabeth Thomas. This is the Whites speaking. I've always admired the way you've kept yourself up trim and proper and cute, and I've admired the things that you've done in your life. We look forward to associating with a PhD, and we'll certainly wish you the best.
And I remember Liz as a young girl, and when I taught her in Sunday school class, and she was the only girl among all those boys, that she held her own really well. She's always been a very, very beautiful looking girl, very intelligent, and in my opinion, very brave. She's done a lot of things that a lot of girls wouldn't even think to attempt doing. I know that her friend Jenny loves her and talks about how much she admires her, how brave she is, all the wonderful things that she has done in her life. And we still remember her as the girl who jumps out of airplanes, and we don't know any other girl who does that. And we just think that she is a wonderful, talented, beautiful young woman, and we wish you all the blessings and happiness in the future, because we know your future is going to be really great.
Hey Liz, congratulations on becoming a doctor, getting your PhD, and we wish you all the best in going to Tennessee. You'll do great. You're gonna rock it there. One of the things that I love about you is you are so driven, and you get accomplish those goals that you set, and you just make it happen. So that's really neat. I really admire that about you. I love you a lot, and I'm excited to see what Tennessee holds for you.
Liz, this is Dad. We're coming back from Elfin Cove towards Juneau. We're on the ferry, but I wanted to just let you know how proud I really am of you. You're one of a kind and has so many abilities and talents and interests, and I admire that about you, that you pursue those things and you accomplish great things. And I'm so proud of seeing you give your dissertation, and you did a great job, even though you were nervous, but I know I could have done that. But anyway, I'm proud of you, and I love you, and I know you do great things out there in Tennessee, and far from home, but you'll come back on occasion, and we'll cherish those moments that we have with you. And love you, Liz.
I will miss you, Liz. I will miss the girl who originated the Pickwick parties with Anne of Green Gables. I will miss the girl who makes a playlist for every occasion. I will miss the girl who has good thinkings.
Okay, Liz, my favorite thing about you is that when I think of you, I think 3 things. Number 1, you're my person, and you have been for a really long time, and we always say that, and I do mean it. When I think of you, I think of love and somebody who's non-judgmental, and when I think of you, I think of adventure, because I've had so many adventures with you and have so many special memories of having adventures with you. One favorite is you coming to rescue me in Pennsylvania after I felt like I had a mental breakdown, and you came out and picked me up, and we went away, and we stayed in your car all night in Altoona in a blizzard, that was so freezing cold, but we did it, and I just feel like I have so many of those, so many fun, adventurous, crazy memories of sleeping on a beach in Oregon by a pirate ship, and I feel like you are a yes man or a yes woman. Whatever adventure comes up, you say yes. You're fearless, and even if you are afraid, you're fearless. So I'm so excited for you on this new adventure. I'm sad I can't come along, but I'll come visit you, and I love you.
Hello, Liz. So we were asked to share a favorite memory that we have of you. But since I haven't been a part of the Thomas family very long, I can't say that I have, built up as many memories as the rest of your siblings, or your parents, obviously. So honestly, what really sticks out the most are just a lot of collective memories, a lot of different stories that I've heard along the way, mostly from Amy. And just learning how much you not only meant to your family, to your siblings, but specifically to Amy, my wife. And yeah, just how much she values your friendship, your sister relationship, and that I have somehow been able to be a part of this family, and not necessarily take your place or your spot, because that was never my intention. But that I can share in what you guys have shared as well. And I am continually in awe of the just talents and gifts of the whole Thomas family, and you are no exception. I think if I had to sum up my impression of you and things that I really admire about you, is your dedication, just completely dedicated to whatever you set your mind to. And that's something that I've never been able to do in my life. I usually give up pretty easily. I think my relationship with Amy is probably the one thing I never gave up on, so which is why it worked out. But yeah, I admire how much you've accomplished in your life, just because you do it, from building a shed from scratch, basically, and yeah, not just in schooling, but in so many different things. So, we're gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. It's gonna be different and strange not having you here so close, but I know Amy's gonna come visit, and I'm gonna come visit as often as I can as well. So yeah, we love you, Liz. I love you.
Liz, I have a song for you. Because you're moving, I'm gonna do a song for you. Okay, she's moving. She's already moving. We'll miss you. We'll miss you. I hope you have a good time. So let's rock it, baby. We love you, Liz Biz. We hope you have a safe move. So we want to give you the perfect gift for you. We love you, Liz Biz. We love you.
Hi Liz, congratulations on your prestigious degree and position. They are very fortunate to have you there, and I know you'll do extremely well. I wanted to tell you I'm always impressed by your hard work, your diligence. You are the smartest person that I know, and I have told you this before, but I think that you are the most beautiful person I know inside and out. You definitely embody the root of the word beauty, which is the Greek kolon, which means someone who is doing the thing which they have been called by God to do. I think that's very true for you in your service and the way that you treat others professionally, the dedication you have in your career to others, as well as your personal life. Also, in closing, I think that you similarly exemplify the root of the word educator, which is Latin educere, meaning someone who is willing and intelligent enough to be able to lead others. I love you and will miss you very much. Bye.
I love Liz so, so, so much. I'm gonna be so sad that she's gonna be in Tennessee. She's one of my best friends that I've ever had, the most interesting person probably that I've ever known, so diverse in her likes and interests, and just has a vast amount of knowledge about everything. I love talking to her. She makes me feel more interesting and more funny, which is great because I feel like I'm kind of boring. One of my favorite memories of Liz is when I lived at Carrie's house and I came home from work thinking I was alone. Liz didn't live there, but somehow she got in, and when I was jamming out to some music in the kitchen, she came down and scared me and just about peed my pants, but she got a good kick out of it. And Liz is just so much fun. She makes everything more fun and more interesting, and I love going on trips with her because I know I don't have to have an agenda. I can just be on her agenda, and it's just going to turn out really fun, and there's going to be some videos made and some playlists made, and it's just always fun to be with Liz, and I love her so much, and she's always been there to talk when I've needed somebody to talk to, and I wish her the best, and I love you, Liz.
I'm gonna miss the Minion game. I'm gonna miss Groucho. Liz, you are all so cool. I love you, Liz. I'll miss you, Liz. Fire! Whoa!
I love you, Auntie
I love you, Auntie Liz.
and I love your dog.
And I love your dog. I like you because I like the color of your hair, and I like that you play with us a lot.
I love you, Auntie Liz. I love you, Auntie Liz.
Love you, Auntie Liz. I love you, Auntie Liz. I'm going to miss you. Bye.
Hi, Liz. A bittersweet move ahead of you. Super excited for you and very proud of your accomplishments. And I think that's, if I am thinking about the one thing, not the one thing, but a thing I really admire about you and will admire about you forever is your ability to just make good whatever you touch. So I know I've told you that before, but it does seem like whether it's your garden or your barn or your house or your school or military, it seems whatever you get your hands on, just you do a really good job on. So, and I think that what I'm trying to say is your vision. You have a really good vision in executing that vision. So I have no doubt you'll do the same thing in Tennessee. So good luck. Tennessee's really far from Hawaii, so hopefully summers will allow our paths to cross, and if not, we'll have to get a little better at Skyping. So love you and good luck with the move. Bye.
Dr. Lizzie did it. I'm a fire. Did it in Tennessee.
Congratulations on getting your degree and good luck in Tennessee.
You'll be a great teacher in Tennessee.
Hi, Liz. I am so glad that Jeff asked me to make a little video for you. I hate making videos of myself talking, so this just goes to show you how much I love you. This is Ruby. Ruby, do you want to say hi to Liz?
Hi, Liz.
Say hi, sweetie. I have so many good memories of you and so many things about you that I admire, so it's a little hard to narrow it down. But as you know, we met on our mission. You were my last companion. I think some of the most spiritual experiences that I had were with you, and some of the craziest experiences I had. It's a weird combo, I don't know why, but that's the way it was. I think one of the most spiritual experiences I had was teaching the Dowdai family And there were so many little miracles that surrounded that experience, and I think it was due in large part to your faith. And I think that's one of your hallmark characteristics is your faith. You have so much faith in the goodness of people and in the goodness of the world in general, and so much faith in our Heavenly Father and the Savior, and I've always admired that about you, and always wanted to be more like you in that regard. One thing I also learned about you on our mission was just your incredibly generous heart. It seemed that every time we would meet somebody who was struggling, that you just had endless reserves of empathy and desires to help, and you just seemed to be able to really feel for them, and that's such a gift that you have, and really just makes you such an amazing person and a wonderful friend. Then after our mission, I just have so many memories of laughing and late night chats and lots of hikes. I remember at least one where I almost died. I'm pretty sure that I slipped and fell off a cliff and was hanging by a branch. It's all very Indiana Jones in my head, but I'm sure it wasn't really like that. But I was pretty freaked out, and you're like, let's keep going. Why stop now? I mean, so we kept going, and there's nothing like facing death in the face and just laughing about it. It was pretty awesome. So, I mean, I think your bravery and your fearlessness and all of those things, those qualities that you have, your faith and your generosity and your fearlessness, just I think it made you perfect fit for the career that you've chosen. I'm so happy when I think about all the people that you, I'm sure, have helped and that you will help because of this amazing spiritual gifts that you have. I really think of you as a sister and one of those people in my life that no matter how long we go without seeing each other, that when I see you again, it's just like no time has passed. Toronto. Anyway, I love you so much. I just will always think of you as my best friend and a sister to me. And I'm so proud to know you. Bye.
Hey Liz Biz, just want to let you know how much I love you and appreciate you, respect you. You are just such an amazing woman, and I admire you in so many ways. You're such a good example to me, and you are always so genuine and so loving and giving and talented, and there are just too many things that I could say about you, and I could just sing your praises all day long. And well, maybe it would be better if I just stop talking and start singing.